coming up on Sports Night.
Football gets a second crack at Friday Night Lights.
Field hockey hurdles through tough opposition.
Women's soccer rolls along in conference play.
Well, Adam, it's almost basketball season, and
Leo, don't get me started. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are going to be so much better than your Knicks. It's not even going to be funny.
No, Adam, we cover Northwestern basketball on this show.
It's Sports Night
Right now.
Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Adam Beck.
And I'm Leo Tesler. Hey, Adam, I showed up to the lakefront last Friday, and no one was there.
Nobody's going to tell him. Leo, you do realize football played at Maryland last Friday.
Oh. Football headed to Maryland for a Friday night showdown against the 3-2 Terps. Northwestern traveled to College Park for a Friday night showdown with the Maryland Terrapins. The Cats were seeking their first Big Ten win of the season and looking to defeat the Terps in back-to-back years. Cats looking to strike first here. Jack Lausch scrambles around and takes it himself, diving into the end zone for a 9-yard touchdown. Cats lead 7-0, end of the first. Northwestern back in the red zone. Some motion in the backfield as Lausch moves to his side, and it's Porter. Cam Porter takes the snap. He trudges through a group of Maryland defenders into the end zone for his 5th touchdown of the year. The PAT was good, and Luke Akers is now kicking off. Ricardo Cooper Jr. takes the ball out for Maryland, but he's right around 20. He's down. The ball's out, and it's Damon Walters who comes up with it for the Cats. Northwestern would add a field goal, but now it's Maryland on the attack. Billy Edwards Jr. gets into the end zone tush-push style. Get the Terps on the board, 17-7, Northwestern at the half. Jumping ahead to the fourth quarter now, Cats leading 30-10. Edwards looking to give the Terps some life. His throw is picked off. It's Walters again. Northwestern would finish forcing 4 Maryland turnovers in this one. Northwestern looking to add one on, and it's senior Jake Arthurs who bounces it to the right and scampers home for his 2nd career touchdown. The Wildcats win this one 37-10, picking up their first conference win of the season as they get back to 500 on the year. The Cats will return home this Saturday for their final game on the lake, facing off against Wisconsin.
A huge part of Northwestern's defensive success this season has stemmed from number 34 in purple. The leader of Tim McGarrigle's unit, Xander Mueller, has shined as a first-time captain. Sports Night's Anna Watson has the story.
In his final year as a Wildcat, linebacker Xander Mueller is continuing his dominant run of form. Through 6 games, the graduate student leads Northwestern with 41 total tackles and has accumulated 3 tackles for loss, 4 pass breakups, and a sack. This season, however, the linebacker is a first-time team captain, and while this role has been a little different for Mueller, his experience and teammates have helped him prepare for the responsibility.
It's been a little bit different. Obviously, was partially part of the leadership role last year as a starter, second-year starter last year, but definitely a little bit different as a captain and the leader of the defense. And obviously, there's a bunch of other guys that are leaders as well, like Carmine and Coco, who are also captains. But linebackers are a big part of getting the call to the field and kind of leading the charge in the defense. So just kind of learning from the guys that did it before me and kind of put my own twist on it and just do whatever I can to help the team win.
Head coach David Braun has seen him shine in this leadership position so far, especially after the departure of a key piece of the defense last season.
Where we really challenged him this year with Bryce Gallagher no longer with the program and graduating and moving on was the leadership piece of it and the communication piece of it, and he stepped into that role and done an exceptional job.
Braun has been especially impressed by the spirit he brings to the Wildcat defense.
His consistency, his energy, his passion, it's not fake, but it is every single day.
Redshirt junior linebacker Mac Uline says playing with Mueller on defense involves a lot of yelling.
He's been very communicative since he's been here, and that's been something he's taken pride in is just being loud, and that's definitely what it's like playing with him. You definitely hear him.
Mueller has looked as sharp as ever on the field, something he credits to his coaches in being able to learn a new system.
Yeah, I think a lot of things our coaches do a great job of getting a plan for us, and just more and more time in the system. And obviously it's a little bit different this year, new defensive coordinator, but it's very similar in a lot of senses to what I'm used to in the past. So I think just one extra year in the system is, and 1 year of developing my technique and fundamentals has helped me grow, and I'm looking forward to keep continuing to grow.
Now approaching the back half of his final season as a Wildcat, Mueller hopes to leave an impact on the program that is greater than football.
Hoping to leave an impact beyond just myself on the field. I'm hoping to leave guys with someone who's just a leader and cares about people beyond just the game. And I'm hoping to show that. Hopefully, the way I treat people is remembered around here. Hopefully, I feel like I've been able to treat people in a certain way, and it's more than just a game.
With time still remaining in the season, Mueller has definitely left that impression with Braun.
In a day and age in college football where it's becoming more and more about, what's in it for me, like Xander Mueller is the ultimate team player. Any NFL organization that I talk to, I tell them, you will be a better football team and a better organization because Xander Mueller's in your building.
For NNN Sports, I'm Anna Watson.
Thanks, Anna. Excited to see if Mueller can help the 500 Cats get back to a bowl game.
When we come back, we've got lots of volleyball action to unpack. Don't go anywhere.
Trying to work my way out of the prison system was the most difficult challenge of my life. It only became tangible once I became a Northwestern student.
One, two, three, four.
My relationship with Giannis is unique. We're from the same country, we're from the same city. Being a Northwestern alum, I think, has tremendous advantages in the sports industry. To me, that community, it's been with me for 20 plus years.
Welcome back to SportsNight. As we transition into some cooler weather, you know what's around the corner?
Snowball fights in the studio?
No, silly. Northwestern men's hoops. Although it may not quite be basketball season yet, Northwestern's men's basketball has been busy in the recruiting game. The Cats made a big splash on Tuesday when they landed 4-star recruit Jake West. West, a 6'3" combo guard out of Philadelphia, is currently ranked 156th in the nation for 247 Sports and chose the Wildcats over Florida and VCU, among others. He has also earned TikTok fame, racking up 1.5 million followers on the social media app. West impressed scouts in the EYBL circuit, averaging 12.2 points and 3.6 assists per game with team final. Following a big commitment from Trey Singleton earlier this month, West is now the 4th recruit in Northwestern's 2025 recruiting class that is now top 10 in the country and 1st in the Big Ten.
Field hockey welcomed number 9 Harvard to the lake on Sunday, seeking their 2nd straight win over a ranked opponent. Number 2 ranked Northwestern field hockey hosted number 9 Harvard at Lakeside Field on Sunday. The team was looking for a statement victory over a fellow top 10 team to improve to 13-0 on the season following a rout of Penn State. Northwestern going into the first couple minutes, moving the ball around just into game action. Ashley Sessa dishes it to Olivia Bank-Cole, who gets it past Tessa Shabo for the score. Northwestern up 1-0 early in the first period. Harvard's Kate Oliver rips a ball downfield. Sage Pekarski sprints after it with all defenders behind her. She maneuvers past Annabelle Scoobies and puts the ball in for the score. Harvard ties the game at 1. Northwestern looking to reclaim its lead at the end of the first period. A shot by Ilsa Trump is blocked by Harvard. The game remains tied. Ashley Sessa already with an assist. She's sprinting downfield, maneuvering past the defenders, and places the shot in the top right corner for the goal. Northwestern enters halftime with a narrow 2-1 lead. Maddie Zimmer bringing the ball downfield in the third period. She's got room. She launches the ball over Shawwell's head for a goal. Northwestern has a little more padding heading into the fourth. Now with just under 3 minutes to go, Lara Bacus would put the ball through for another Harvard goal to make it 3-2. But Harvard's late game comeback attempt would fall short as the Cats cemented a 3-2 victory over one of the strongest squads in the nation. Field hockey will be back on Friday afternoon as Stanford will arrive at Martin Stadium.
Looking to snap a 3-game losing streak in conference play, Northwestern volleyball continued to battle the Big Ten's best. Northwestern faced off against the Ohio State Buckeyes in a Big Ten matchup at Welsh Ryan Arena, looking to break its losing skid. Deep into the first set, Lauren Carter hits a hard serve as the Buckeyes pass it close to net, allowing Sophia Summers to stuff it down for a Northwestern point. With a close set point for Ohio State, Olivia Hasbrook serves a tough float serve that Northwestern just can't handle, gives the Buckeyes the ace and the set, winning 25-23. Starting the second set now, it's Drew Rice in serve receive, makes a nice pass to Lauren Carter, who back sets to Alexa Rousseau for the right side kill. However, the second set was controlled by the Buckeyes, and with the service ace by Reese Webker, Buckeyes take set 2, 25-16. Northwestern looking to come back in set number 3. Side-out opportunity with Ohio State serving, and a solid connection between Alexa Rousseau and Kendi Hill as Hill gets the kill. This match had a slew of long rallies, including this one in set 3. Both teams with an opportunity, but this time the point ends for another kill for Alexa Rousseau, who smartly used the Ohio State block to get the job done. In an intense 25-24 match point, Ohio State's Emily Londot serves a tough float the Wildcats just can't handle, winning the match-clinching third set by a close score of 26-24. This drops the Wildcats to 3-10 and the losing streak to 4 games in the loss.
Northwestern on the road now taking on number 9 Wisconsin. Cats to serve first. Summers gets it to go, and that'll be an ace. Tied up early, but Northwestern begins falling behind. One last hope in the first. Summers, and that'll be a kill. The Wisconsin attack would be too strong, too early, and they take the first set in convincing fashion. We'll see this point right here. 1-0, Badgers lead going into the next set. Set 2 now, and Northwestern keeping it close. Rousseau will get the kill here. And now they'll start rolling, jumping ahead by 3 late in the set thanks to the Lily Wagner kill. That'll put them ahead. Wisconsin going to storm back here, set point, but the Cats keep it alive to stay in this one. Set point again now, and Northwestern can't get to it. Wisconsin is going to pull out a tough second set. We'll get to the third set just momentarily. It'll be the last chance for the Cats here. Buse Hazan slamming it down. Kennedy Hill is also going to get into the third quarter now. She'll keep Northwestern afloat. Nice kill there, but it is not going to be enough for Northwestern. They're going to end up falling to Wisconsin in 3 straight sets for the second time this season.
After beating Iowa in 4 sets last night, volleyball will welcome UCLA to the Welsh on Sunday. Coming up after the break, we head to the Lakeville for some soccer. Don't go anywhere.
My relationship with Giannis is unique. We're from the same country, we're from the same city. Being a Northwestern alum, I think, has tremendous advantages in the sports industry. To me, that community, it's been with me for 20 plus years.
Ready, set, go! Welcome back to Sports Night. Adam, did you catch that USA-Mexico international friendly on Tuesday?
Unfortunately, I did. Good news is Northwestern men's soccer team had a slightly better week.
Better than a midweek trip to Guadalajara? All right.
Coming off a big-time 4-0 win over Trine, Northwestern men's soccer looked to keep the mojo going. First stop, everyone's favorite Big Ten destination, Piscataway, New Jersey. Men's soccer played Rutgers on Friday night, but the Cats still searching for their first conference win. Jumping to the 29th minute, Rutgers attempts to send a cross into the box, but it is eventually cleared away. Nestor Cabrera corrals the loose ball for the Scarlet Knights and fakes out a Northwestern defender, ripping a shot into the far right corner of the goal. Cabrera's lights-out curler puts Rutgers on the board first. Less than a minute later, the Cats push the ball into Rutgers' half of the field. Colin McCamey sends a perfectly placed through ball to Awujo, who shoots it off the post. It ricochets to Brandon Claugette, who can't put it home. Can't blame Claugette having his hands on his head after that one. With the clock ticking at the end of the first half, Northwestern looking for another chance. Joe Suhetsky sends it to Bryant Mayer. Mayer finds Nigel Prince, who turns and fires a rocket past the Rutgers goalkeeper, giving the Cats the all-important equalizer in the 44th minute. Jumping to the second half now, Suhetsky fires a shot, gets turned away initially, but gets it back and sends it to Bryant Mayer, who rolls it through the goalie's hands, making a back post run. Awujo is able to pass it home, putting the Cats on top in the 68th minute. Only 15 seconds left on the clock. Rutgers' free kick is blocked. Nico Rosamiliev rushes to pick up the ball and set it down for the corner kick. Time keeps ticking away for the Scarlet Knights as Rosamiliev sends it into the box where it deflects off two Rutgers players and goes wide just as the clock expires. Gives Northwestern its first conference victory in 2024. Big sigh of relief for the Wildcats.
It was a frigid evening in Evanston as the Cats took on the Badgers, looking to extend their winning streak. Their two-game winning streak against a conference opponent. Wisconsin on the attack early now with forward Kevin Andrews cutting close to the edge of the Northwestern box and drawing the free kick on a sloppy tackle. The delivery is perfect, but the header is swatted aside thanks to a brilliant leaping effort from keeper Ponce de Leon. Then it was Northwestern's turn to threaten as Michael Ramirez pounces on the Wisconsin throw-in and breaks into the defense before passing it to Brandon Claugette. 41st minute now, Wisconsin pushing towards the baseline and sending a ball across that is deflected and falls right at the feet of Birgir Baldvinsson, who fires a screamer all of his own but is denied by Ponce de Leon again. What a play. The second half was all Northwestern now, playing advantage. It's the freshman Michael Ramirez who takes a dribble, cuts back, and lets loose on the left foot, but it's right at the keeper who knocks it out for a corner. A few minutes later now, it's Tyler Glassberg with the beautiful service right to the head of Claugette, but the wide open header bounces harmlessly wide. Closing minutes now, it's Wisconsin with a corner that curves past Ponce de Leon and is barely cleared off the line by Bryant Mayer. Wisconsin players are celebrating, they think it's gone, but the ref was calling a foul against Wisconsin and no goal is scored. That's going to be all for The action in this evening's affair, and as time expires, the game will end in a hard-fought draw. It's a conference point for Northwestern, and this result means after dropping 4 in a row earlier this season, the Wildcats have been unbeaten in 3 straight contests. The Cats will play Michigan under the lights on Friday at 7 p.m.
Northwestern women's soccer was probably California dreaming this weekend. Slight issue. Their bouts with UCLA and USC were here in Evanston. It's senior day for the Wildcats as number 23 USC comes into town for the women's soccer team's last home game of the season. The Cats trying to get one of their biggest wins of the year in this one. Early opportunity in the first half, great build-up by Northwestern. What a turn by first-year Alex Fallon. Left-footed shot saved off the woodwork by standout goalie Lawrence Gladue. So close for the Cats. Now it's the Trojans on the break. Simone Jackson's cutback is deflected by Riley Fitzpatrick, but the shot comes in from Maria Alagoa and she scores. Northwestern tried to clear, but unable to do so. 1-0 USC. Northwestern trying to equalize off the corner. Megan Norkett puts it in the mixer, but the Cats unable to get a foot on it. The Wildcats would trail 1-0 at the half. Early in the second half now, as Katarina Regazzoni delivers the free kick deep in the box, and Northwestern gets it in off the boot of Emma Phillips. Chaotic equalizer for the Cats, 1-1 on the late film. But on the other end, a rash challenge from defender Maddie Finnerty sets up Ines Darian with the penalty kick. The freshman takes a breath, runs up and slots the ball in the top left corner for the USC goal, 2-1 Trojans. Late in the second half for Northwestern, trying to equalize, but Regazzoni's free kick has too much sauce and goes past her teammates, allowing Gladue to control. And the Trojans would pull off the win, finding a way to get the victory. The final score remaining 2-1. Northwestern would drop to 0-6-2, and USC maintains their lead atop the Big Ten standings. Tough loss for the Cats. Cats dropped 5-8-3 with the 2 losses to UCLA and USC. Northwestern's back in action tonight, currently midway through a battle with Michigan in Ann Arbor.
The men's and women's golf teams traveled across the pond on Monday for the St. Andrews Links Collegiate in Scotland. On the men's side, the Cats won the match after winning all 4 of their matchups and defeating Arizona 4.5 to 1.5 in the championship. Senior Cameron Adam, juniors Akshay Anand and Daniel Spard, and sophomore Niall Shields Donegan all notched wins during the 3-day tournament. Adam rocketed a 4 under par to lead Northwestern. Spard and Donegan also registered 3 under par. The men will head down to Tulsa, Oklahoma at the end of October to finish off their season at the Clerico. Meanwhile, the women's team also made it to the championship against Arizona. However, they were not able to pull out the win, falling 1.5 to 4.5 and placing 2nd overall. In their final event of the fall season, sophomore Ashley Yoon led the Cats with a score of 2 under par, but even that was not enough to score a win for Northwestern. The women will look ahead to February to kick off the spring season.
This past week, Northwestern Fencing hosted the Reminick ROC RJCC at Ryan Fieldhouse, with a team stunned with 18 podium finishes. First-year Natalie Shearer impressed in the Sabre events, sweeping them and appearing first on the podium alongside teammates Alex Chen and Amy Liu, who finished 3rd and 5th respectively. In addition, junior Karen Wang took first in the Division I women's epee, joining 3 other Wildcats on the podium. Daphne Chan Naksa won out in Division I women's foil, while Yukari Takamizawa nabbed 2nd in junior women's foil. Fencing will return on October 27th when it hosts the Northwestern Fall Duels at Padham Gymnasium.
Northwestern's swimming and diving team took home a commanding victory in their season opener Saturday. The Cats had a dominant performance, coming out on top in almost all events, outscoring their opponent 203 to 97. On the women's side of the competition, the 200 medley relay team of Justine Murdoch, Sophie Markin, Nikki Venema, and Lindsay Irvin were victorious. Additionally, the Cats tallied victories in 9 individual events. For diving, the Cats won the 3-meter event. On the men's side of the competition, the 200 medley relay team of David Gerchik, Tyler Liu, Stuart Seymour, and Cade Duncan came out with a win. Furthermore, the Cats won 8 individual events. In diving, Northwestern conquered the 3-meter and 1-meter competitions. To finish off the meet, the 400 freestyle relay team of Cade Duncan, David Gerchik, Malachi Cohen, and David Nosak were victorious. Northwestern will now look to build on their big victory as they compete against Cincinnati on Friday.
And here's how you can catch the Cats this weekend.
Football takes on the Wisconsin Badgers by the Lake at 11 a.m. Saturday.
Field hockey looks to continue dominating on Sunday at noon against UC Davis.
And volleyball hopes to get back in the win column 1 p.m. on Sunday at the Welch against UCLA.
When we come back, it's everybody's favorite part of the show. It's Place of the Week.
I'm Kelly McEvers, founding host of the NPR podcast Embedded.
I'm James Edwards, host of the Unresolved podcast from Frontline.
I'm Antonia Cereijido, former senior producer of Anything for Selena podcast and current executive producer at Elias Studios.
My narrative, since I've been locked up and kind of made my transition, has been like redemption, accountability.
When I come into the classroom environment, every individual that sits amongst me takes education seriously.
My relationship with Giannis is unique. We're from the same country, we're from the same city. Being a Northwestern alum, I think, has tremendous advantages in the sports industry. To me, that community, it's been with me for 20 plus years.
Welcome back to Sports Night. We've got Plays of the Week coming up for you.
Leo, let's dive right in.
Got Plays of the Week coming up right now, and at number 3, it's going to be Bryant Mayer receiving a pass from Saheski. The far side of the box, passes it to Nigel Prince and shoots and scores past the diving goalkeeper. Cats would later take the lead and beat Rutgers 2-1.
At number 2, Ashley Sessa, the Olympian, on her own down the far side of the field. She makes one defender miss, then another. Sessa shoots and buries it in the top of the net. Cats would hold their number 2 national ranking as they went on to beat number 9 Harvard.
And at number 1, in Maryland, Cats bringing pressure on Billy Edwards. The ball is striped by Carmine Bastone, picked up by Aiden Hubbard for the score. Ball comes out, but the touchdown stands. Cats finish a huge upset, 37-10 for their first Big Ten win of the season.
Leo, I still want to talk about how the Heat will be better than the Knicks this season.
Adam, you've had 25 minutes to think of something, so let's hear it.
I've got 3 words for you. Heat culture, baby.
All right, I think that has to do it for the two of us. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at @NNN_sports and on Twitter at NNN Sports. For Adam Beck, I'm Leo Tesler. Have a good night.